Today is the 7th day of May 2020. Just bringing you into the life of Kai Mills for the past 30 years on the island of Abaco, where I was born in 1961. At the age of 15, I had my first election at Abaco Central High. I was elected for the first ever election in the history of the school to be the president of the students' body at Abaco Central High in Spring City, Abaco. That's my first election. Since that, I've had a passion for being involved in community affairs. Every funeral, I'm there from one end of the island to the next. Every wedding, I'm involved. Every fundraiser, cookouts we call them, selling food for medical funds, building funds, Kai was there pocketing up to make sure my presence felt. Some of my proudest moments is when I spoke to my friend Benji's funeral in Murphytown and several others that they called me in before they died and said, Kai, I would like for you to speak at my funeral. That was huge for me because these people, I remember Miss Jenny said she tired of living and she have asked God to take her home. So she brought me in with Florence and the rest of the kids and made her will and testimony. Wasn't sick, but she just tired of living. Within a month, she was dead. And she asked me to speak at her funeral. Over the years, 30 years, Kai has strived to be the best that he could be in my community, for my community. It's never been about Kai. I would pocket up my last. Matter of fact, this week a good cousin of mine said, Kai, you got to stop thinking about your community, your island. You're getting older. It should be about you. But I said it's never about me. Once you recognize your karma in life, you proceed to the end. As the elected chairman of Central Abaco District Council under local government, I became chief counselor. And it was a joyous occasion to once again to serve. While chief counselor, I was also elected chairman of Dundas Town and did something that I dreamt. I dreamt about a beach, brought it to fruition, and I didn't recognize the magnitude of the beach that I created. With that came jealousy. The Dundas Town Committee people today, some of them are still on the board, don't speak to me because the kids start to call it Kai Beach. You see, we have 6 other members that I never saw come to help to secure the beach. For all my life, over 50 years, we were going into Marsh Harbor to put our boats in the water. I put a ramp that you could put your boat in and out of the water. I had a friend in Boat Harbor that gave me $30,000. He said, I'm gonna run the $30,000, $35,000, and then we'll see what else you need. I employed Bishop Williams. I tell him, don't put the money in my account. I put it in Bishop Williams, Junior Williams' account. And as he finished one part of the project, the retainer wall, and to put the steps and the seats for people to eat, we will tell you, I will call you and you will put the money in his account. And it was done. I didn't know the magnitude of that project until I saw the people from Marsh Harbor, Manawa, and Hopetown, because everybody heard of it. It was the talk of the Bahamas local government, chief council, chairman of Dundastan, created one of the most beautiful parks in the Family Island. And the petty jealousy in my committee kicked in because the little children call it Kai's Beach. I also was elected as president of the Abaco Basketball Association, served for some 10 years. We had the biggest association in the Bahamas, something to brag about. 11 teams. We played until 2:30 in the mornings. Open field, open court, the only court on the waterfront in the Bahamas. The ball go over the fence, you have to swim for it. With that, we have won 4 national championships. Anybody that won a national championship, you know how hard it is to win a national championship on the outdoors. But we did it. We were so huge in Abaco that the Federation wanted to have all their nationals in Abaco because we're the only league in the country that had 300 people attending the game in the inside, 100 on the outside trying to get in. That the money that they made in 2 days was $15,000 take-home money. That's never happened in the country. I went to Freeport and Nassau to play in the Nationals. Nassau gym had 6 people. Freeport had about 20 people during a national championship basketball. I said, wow, where are the people? When they came to Abaco, my last championship, we played against, of all people, the police, the Royal Bahamas Police Force. The coach of the police force came to me and said, I saw all these people. I've never seen this many people in my entire life coaching in Nassau at a game. A national champion said, where is the police? Why isn't there no police? Is there going to be a fight, a riot in there? I said, the police was always envy of me. This is the only venue in town, over 400 people, and they have never, ever come to help and to participate in security, never. And the police that we were playing was shocked. 4 championships I secured. I was not only the president of the league, I was also a sponsor and a coach. You imagine a 3-headed monster, Kai Mills. I run the league as the president. I sponsor the Dundastan Rebels, and I coach the Dundastan Rebels. And I won a national championship coaching the Rebels as president of the Abaco Basketball Association. So I had multiple talents that all Abaco knew about. Then I went into softball. My friend convinced me to run the softball league. I said, no. That is going to mess up our friendship. You guys are jealous over foolishness. I have some talent. And once you recognize your talent that God gave you and you use them wisely, you will achieve. But my talent has always been to help others. So he talked me into it. I became the president of the Abaco Softball Association. Never won a championship, Abaco. We won 2 championships as me as the legally elected president of the Abaco Softball Association. My vice president, my friend, sent a letter with the police, says, sorry, we don't want you as the president anymore. Everybody said, there's something wrong because everything is going right. There must be some money issue. Only money issue was the $15,000 that Kai put on the Softball Association account. As chairman of Dundastan, the building that was being used more than any building in Abaco for all Dundastanian was the Dundastan Burial Society. I got the money, secured the money to rebuild the Dundestown Town Committee. As the chairman of Dundestown, let my vice chairman of Dundestown, Farah Newbold, spearhead the construction because he's an architect, so he knows more about building than me. And because of our bus up on the beach, the first thing my deputy chairman did was to lock me out of the building. Everybody from the Dundestown Town Committee had a key besides Kai Mills. When they opened the building, although I got the monies to build it, my name was never mentioned during the opening of a building that I got the money to rebuild and restore. That was hard to sit in that meeting. A wise man in the meeting saw my anger and he said, Kai, listen to me. We know that you are responsible. Leave it alone. This too shall pass. That's all the petty, childish jealousy that happen in a district when they don't have the vision and they piggyback off your vision. But it's never been about me. As your member of parliament, Kai will do what I've always done to be the best member of parliament in the history of North Abaco. You see what's happening now with Darren Henfield. 9 months in, he haven't said a word in House Assembly, nor to his people to say what he intends to make Abaco better. After Hurricane Dorian, my member of parliament, Darren Henfield, who's also a minister in this absolutely weightless F&M government, haven't rebuilt one home in Abaco, nor have he spoken to us 9 months in. I told you all, my election was that you will see more of the back of our MP than the front. I will always be here. I've always been here, trying and striving to make Abaco the best little island in the country. Kai cares. That is why Darren is absent and Kai is still here, speaking on behalf of Abaco. Vote for Kai. I told you, don't be shy. Kai cares. He's still here.